Hey, it's time for another recap chat. 90 Day Fiance the Other Way. 90 Day Fiance is a reality show that follows couples, one from the US, one from another country, how they navigate different cultural differences, language barriers, and boundaries. The whole fact of being in love and trying to get your visa, all of the legal ramifications of trying to get married when you're from two different countries and becoming a citizen, and all of these things go on. Plus the basic love and relationship issues, all of that on 90 Day Fiance. And this is one of the spin-offs called The Other Way. All right, so Sean and Joanne, little do they know, Joanne's kids, that they're about to meet their stepdad in Ireland. Sean, little does his daughter Bella Rose know that she's about to meet her stepmom. The thing about it though is at least Joanne's sons know that she's romantically involved with Sean. Sean really tried to protect his daughter by saying, she's a close friend. He didn't want to spill that they were even in a romantic relationship, which I thought was a little bit odd. She is young, and I understand if early on in the relationship if he said that, which makes sense, but now that they're married and they've been married for 2 years and keeping this as a secret from both sides of their family, when he married her, he could have at least said, Joanne and I, we're serious now, we're dating, or at least we're in love. I wouldn't say dating because then it would be, in a way, lying because they were married. So that's kind of the only gripe that I have when it comes to their relationship at this point in time. The kids are going to be pretty surprised when they find that information out. And the only person that knows on Joanne's side, I believe, is her mom. Joanne brought one of her friends with her, so her friend is going to find out as well as they enjoy this trip on Ireland and at Ireland. In Ireland, which may possibly be their new home. Now, another thing is when they go to the airport, Sean is excited, but he has to hold back some of his excitement. You know how there's all the kissing and lovey-dovey things in the airport, and you're swinging the person around and you're lifting them in the air. That's not going to happen because they still have this secret that they're actually married. So, and they've dialed down the seriousness of their relationship. And just for the kids' sake, I guess they don't want to do all of those theatrics. So they can't really show their true feelings and affection at the airport yet. But soon enough, the kids are gonna know the truth. Yay, happy birthday to Shekinah and Sarper. They have their birthdays is on the 20th and the 21st, and the producers asked them, like, how was your guys' birthday? This actually the exact same day. And then I think Sarper says it's in the same moment. They're like 2 years apart. It's actually, I'm like, is it an hour difference, a few hours difference from the 20th and the 21st? Is that why you guys are saying it's on the same day? I need to know why they actually think it's on the same day. I mean, they should just say it's close enough to the same day where we're going to celebrate at the same time. It makes a lot of sense to celebrate at the same time. It's only a day apart, but for them to say that it's on the same day, it's a little delusional. I'm not sure. I think he said she was the chosen one, which was kind of a cute thing. But later on, they're getting into this weird fight. Shekinah's going to call us producers, and the cameramen are going to come film as she leaves. She's weepy. It's all about this vanity after they left the restaurant because they met up with the family for their birthday. But they also were supposed to be having a follow-up party that evening. But they got into a fight. It's this vanity he wanted to get her. She's like, I don't want the vanity. And then it became something about, oh, my life was peaceful until you came. There was an issue when, the family heard that he was possibly moving to the US and getting the K1 visa. They weren't really happy about that. Then they asked about her family, and they're really not on her side when it comes to Sarper. So she's not in the best position with her family. So she started feeling emotional because of that. And Sharper's family just didn't want him to go to the U.S. and leave. So I think that kind of put a strain on them on their birthday. And then again, he was saying, well, life was more peaceful before you came into my life. And they got to an argument. He snatches her phone and snatches one of her extensions out at the same time. Whatever the case, they're done. Are they done? I know she's in a hotel or something at this point, but he was like, "You'll never see me again," and she was like, "That's the point." Yeah, I hear them say these things, but I'm kind of like, do I really believe they're done? Because they've always been kind of toxic to me. Yet she kind of still continues to hang around and deal with toxicity. Even though I do feel like there's been a little bits of improvement, he seems like he's loyal to her. I still, think Serp is somewhat of a toxic person and he needs a lot of work. I don't know if she's the one to stick by him during this work that he needs to do. Sometimes people have issues and they need to work on their own. They don't really need a partner because sometimes a partner can be enabling to the situation. Sometimes a partner can be a good thing. It just all depends on the scenario. If the person wants to stick around, and sometimes the partner may just need to kind of step back a bit and not be so close to that person, to give them time and space to figure themselves out, but still be around in the wings, still be a friend, still care and whatnot, and even still be together, but just not putting so much into it until that person figures himself out. Now, I believe it can happen, but I haven't heard many stories where that happens. Most of the time, person just leaves and things end, or they just are in a toxic relationship forever. So it all depends. I have seen people on 90 Day who have changed, who have become more workable, easier to work with, and the partner has been a positive thing in their life. So, I mean, it can happen. All right, we're going to go with Dempsey and Statler. For me, things are pretty simple. They're in that van life, to show them kind of everything's looking up. They're being more affectionate with each other. Um, Dempsey's trying to work with Statler because Statler has anxiety and other issues and communications issues. So it's cool that Dempsey appears to be trying to work with that situation. But in the morning, I don't know if they had coffee or what they had, but the water tastes like fish, which was disgusting. So she's like, Statler's like, I hope we weren't just drinking some sewer water here. So they drink champagne instead. But from what I'm seeing so far, things are looking up. And, even though Statler was kind of suspect on Dempsey's reasoning of why she was with her and why she chose her, and they want to do this van trip and she had to put all the money up basically. So Statler was feeling weird about that, but now that they're on this trip and the van is decent and things are looking okay, she's starting to say, maybe this is good for us. So we'll see what happens as they continue their journey on this van. And lastly, Corona meets the parents. She met his brother Carl before, I think, and she said he was cool. The mom's name is Inca. So it sounds like Inky was named after Inca. The family's like really wishing that he would bring someone home. So Corona is the lady of the hour, the woman of their dreams. Dad hugs her and welcomes her to the family right away. So I think her nerves die down a bit because they're very welcoming. But mom starts talking about grandbabies and all of that. So that kind of makes Inky a bit nervous at this point. He's like, slow down a bit. They do ask about her hair right away. Inca, the mom, and starts touching her hair. And Corona's like, usually that's a no-no, but since I'm trying to impress the parents here, I gave her a pass on that. They really have never seen a person of color, but I don't know why people like to touch black people's hair. It'll always be weird to me. It always seems inappropriate because I don't ever see like anybody with any weird or cool or different hairstyles. I only see them try to touch black people's hair. I've never seen them try, like, if your friend came over and they were had this really cool different hairstyle, never seen anyone try to touch it. It seems like it only happens with black people, and that seems really weird to me, and I don't know what that thing is supposed to be. And I don't know if there's any racism going on there. They don't even have people of color there, but hey, they may have one or two besides her. Um, so I don't know what their cultural background is. Just because there's no people of color doesn't mean that they don't have any racial prejudices that's already in their heads from other um places, media or whatnot, whatever they have in that area of Ireland. So I don't know when it comes to that. To me, it didn't seem like a racist vibe. They seemed very happy. They seemed excited. And mom wants grandkids. And, Corona's like, they should really be asking about when's the wedding before the kids. And that's my feelings as well. That's my logic. But a lot of people do things different ways these days and times. But I'm all for that tradition. He also hadn't told the parents that she moved to Ireland. I mean, Iceland. I'm sorry, I'm getting this mixed up. Iceland. So she was kind of surprised that the parents didn't know anything about her moving there, but now they know the full seriousness of this relationship, and it looks like they're all on board. So we'll see how things go forward with Corona and Inky. Things are looking pretty good. So we'll continue our coverage and our chats about 90 Day Fiance, some of the different franchises, and other love, faith, and trend topics. So I will chat with you later. If you want to connect with me, email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com. All the best, and God bless.